right, everybody. Now, I have walked past these two beautiful Camaros a couple of times this morning, and each time I would walk by and I'm like, okay, they look very identical. What am I missing here? What's going on? Roger, how are you?
I'm wonderful, honey.
Well, it's good to see you because I have walked past the cars here and I just want to know what's going on because they look very identical. What have we got?
Well, we have two identical 1969 Camaro Copos.
Okay.
One of them is correct. When I say correct, it's in the registry. The other one is a clone to it, but with the same identical parts. And they belong to my twin brother and me.
Okay. I'm loving so many parts of what you just said there. You have a twin, for starters, and now we've got two cars identical, but one is real and one is a clone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, not me, but so many other people here who are very versed in cars, how would they be able to tell it apart, or it's just 100% identical?
You cannot tell it apart unless you went to the serial numbers, started checking numbers, or look at the registry that the real car is in, which I have documented and setting in front of the real one.
Okay, Copo 1 and Copo 2, I'm told.
Yes.
Why don't we start with Copo 1?
Okay, Copo 1 is the clone.
Okay.
And it's, like I said, it's just like Copo 2, which is all...
So my understanding is that you have built this from the ground up.
Yes.
Wow.
Not I, personally.
Okay.
We have a builder named of Charles Wynn from Crockett, Virginia.
Okay. And I'm guessing he had the original, the real one, to use as a guide?
Yes.
Now, okay, so the original one is over there. Why don't we start with the story of that? That belongs to you or your brother?
They belong to both of us.
Okay.
We do not own one or the other. They're ours together. We
Nice.
are identical twins. Our cars is our cars.
Wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. And how long have both of you owned Copo 2?
Approximately 4 years to both of them.
Okay. And how did you come across it? One day you just got up and said, let's just get a Camaro and...
Well, we've always had cars, and which we have a 55 Chevy that took first place in Detroit Autorama. It's also in the Tri-5 magazine. So we mingle with all cars. We love all nostalgic cars.
Yep.
So we just love Camaros. We've owned a bunch of them.
Okay. And where did you get this one 4 years ago?
This one came from Virginia.
Okay. From Virginia. And then there was only one of it. You must be the brother. Uh-huh. Hi there, Ron. I'm Rana.
Hi. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, sir. I've just been trying to get the backstory behind these two beautiful classics, which are identical. And now I've learned that you guys are identical brothers.
Yes, ma'am.
Roger and Ron, and you both own these two Camaros.
Correct.
So I'm guessing there was a lot of sharing growing up.
From birth.
From birth.
Yes.
And then you got to a stage now you've got two identical clones. I mean, they look magnificent.
Thank you.
I do like them. And how long was the restoration?
A little over 3.5 years.
3.5 years. And that was similar to, so that's how long it took to build this?
Yes.
3.5 years. And what about the original?
I purchased that vehicle, or we did, I shouldn't say we, in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
There's a story behind it. Jim Madison, that worked for General Motors, he started there when he was 17 years old and he just retired. He owned that car.
Oh, he owned it, okay.
Yes, and I have all the documentation on it.
Well, why don't we go and have a look at the car in detail?
Okay. There's the window sticker and all the paperwork.
I mean, the restoration and the build on the twin is just magnificent. You can't even tell.
No.
All right, let's have a look here. Roger, well, Ron, why don't you tell me, what is the engine under here?
It's a 427, 425 horse, '69 Camaro Copo, Central Office Production Order.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And what's the paint color? What would you call this?
Cortez Silver.
Cortez silver.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's not a flat silver.
No.
No.
The paint code is 6969.
69. Wow, that is awesome. And I love that you guys have got mirrors there so we can see the undercarriage.
We had mirrors,
Or lights.
excuse me. But as the day went on, they kind of went out on us, so we're taking them back to the room and charging.
I can tell how clean that is under there.
Yeah, it's immaculate.
It's absolutely immaculate. And what is it about the Camaros that you like so much?
There's something about the '69 Camaros that we've always, and Raj and I, we have same identical, even though we're identical twins, we've got the same taste. Like we used to build a few houses over the years. We could build each other's homes, cars, and my wife, she says that we finish each other's sentences.
Wow.
We live next door to each other.
Yes.
And you live next door to each other. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy that I did come up and started talking to both of you because like I said, I walked by a couple of times and you guys were busy chatting and then I said, okay, I'll come back around.
Well, thank you.
I absolutely love this. You guys live next to each other and your taste is exactly the same. You finish each other's sentences off.
We're inseparable.
You're inseparable.
Yeah. I'm going through a little medical problems, but I'll overcome it. But
God will take
Yeah.
care of us.
yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pray because you guys, I love that your passion for cars
Well,
is
thank you.
there for you together as well. And I wish you all the health in the world.
Well, thank you, dear.
You look good.
Thank you. I feel good.
You look good.
Thank you.
You look good. Now, how is anyone going to be able to tell these apart?
Only way you're going to be able to tell them apart is with verification with the serial number. Other
With the
than that,
serial
you
number.
cannot tell them apart.
They've done such a good job. I mean, if everybody could just see this. I did take footage before as well, and I'm going to take more detailed footage, but this is just beautiful. Why don't we have a look at the interiors?
Yes, go ahead.
Wow, look at that. I'm loving the dash here. What's happening here?
It's just all original, completely restored.
Wow. They really had a different look to them, didn't they?
Yeah, completely.
They really had a different look to them. And I've seen plenty of dashes from that same period,
Yeah.
but this is different.
It's a plain Jane. They were called sleepers for the drag
Sleepers.
strip.
Okay. I like where the tachometers are situated. Might be plain Jane, but it works.
Yeah.
When you drive this or when you sit in it, where does it take you?
Oh Lord. It's just like when you were in high school
Yep.
on a date. I
Yep.
mean, you thought you were the big daddy.
Yep.
But we just finished both of these cars.
Okay.
So we haven't had these on the road, and they will not be on the road.
They won't be on the road. Oh.
They're our pride
Yes.
because it means a lot to us because they're identical, just like
Yeah.
we are,
Yeah.
and we are just so blessed.
And I know this would be a very hard time for you because, I'm an absolute stranger, but I can just see how strong the bond is between you guys with any siblings and then with twins. But the way you guys have been from birth up until now, and just you've grown up, you've never really, gone your own way, anything like that. You're next to each other, living on the same street. It's going to be tough, but this would be a tough time for you.
I cannot put into words how I feel.
I can see. I can see. I do appreciate you showing me the cars. You know, I don't want to make you upset, but I just had to tell you, you know, from the bottom of my heart that I do pray and wish him good health.
I appreciate it.
And recovery. It'll be long and slow, but at least you guys are here and he's got you with him.
That's right. God's going to take care of us. That's all I can say.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. You're here, sir. I want to change the topic as part of the Dirty Dozen. Right?
No, we are not.
You are not.
No, we're
you
not.
are right behind the sign.
Well, we are not.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's why I thought you might have been, and I thought my question would have been, how did you become part of the Dirty Dozen? Because obviously these are top show cars, but okay.
No, we're just fortunate and blessed to be in a building with the Dirty Dozen. So.
Well, you fit right in.
And the facilities here at the Conte and Byron and Greg and everyone that puts this show on, you cannot ask for any better people.
They're absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Byron Cooper is just top guy. He puts on great shows. We chatted with him last year at the Fall Rod Run. I haven't spotted him yet today, but it has been a little bit quieter. It is the Thursday, and he'll definitely be here tomorrow. But we always see him through with the crowds, and he did the Corvette Expo as well. So he puts on great shows, and everybody loves him. So I'm so glad that he's invited you guys to come out here and display these, especially for Ron to be a part of this and to enjoy it. It's yeah.
We, like I said, we really appreciate everyone here.
Yeah.
God is good.
And where are you from? What state?
Proctorville, Ohio.
Okay. Telling you, people would love this on the road. One after the other, just driving by. Everybody would be doing a double take. Well, I appreciate this so much.
Oh, honey, we thank you.
Thank you. I'll go over there and I'll say thank you to Ron. Look at it. They're exactly identical. Ron, I absolutely love it.
Well, thank you so much.
I absolutely love it. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
Thank you.
And I wish you good health. You've got great cars to look at. Amazing brother, and at least you're in good atmosphere. Look at where you're at.
We love it.
And it's going to be a lot more busy tomorrow and Saturday.
Oh gosh, we're looking forward to it.
I bet you are. I bet you are. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you have a nice evening.
I will. Introduce yourself and tell us what have you got.
My name's Brian Kilgore, and we're looking at a 59 El Camino.
And you're here as part of the Dirty Dozen for the Rod Run.
Yes.
Now, before we get into the El Camino, we'll have a look at that in detail. What were some of the things that made you part of the 12 here? I know it looks good.
The reason Scottie picked me was I won a show back in Cumming, Georgia, and he was part of that show, and that qualified me to come here, and he picked me to come.
That makes sense, because as I'm walking around and I'm looking at the dozen that Scottie D has picked, it's all show cars. They look absolutely immaculate. The paint job, the engines, it's just absolutely stunning.
Right.
So they're all award-winning cars.
Right.
Okay, let's have a look at your 59 El Camino. Let's start off with the block here. Brian, what have you got?
That is a 454. Big block's got a Concept 1 pulley system on it.
Love the chrome.
Yeah. It's got an Art Morrison chassis in the front.
It's beautiful. Were you part of the restoration process as well?
I helped Bobby with the ideas and stuff on it, but yes,
So you were telling me that you got this car from Bobby Alloway,
I did.
and then you both had to, or he had to work on it.
Yes.
You know, it's funny, in the previous interview, we were just talking about how builders get their way.
A lot, yes.
It's their way or the highway when it comes to that. So even though you bought this car, you had to work on it together. And what was some of your input and what was some of Bobby's input when it comes to the restoration of the El Camino?
Well, I think we agreed with everything on it. I mean, we wanted to keep the car mostly original. You know, we didn't want to do a lot of modifications to the car, you know, as far as the body and that. We wanted to keep all the original chrome, no body modifications, but, you know, upgrade the suspension, the stance, and the wheels, and leave everything else mostly original. So that's what we did, just upgrade the, you know, the gauges and...
To have it driving like a modern day car.
Yes.
Beautiful. I haven't seen an El Camino done up to this extent before.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I walked in and I was like, wow, there's so much happening to this. What is it exactly? And you told me and I said, okay, wow.
Right.
You've got to check out the back end part here. Goodness. And Brian, how long did it take?
It took about 2 years.
Okay,
Yep.
that's not too bad.
No, wasn't bad at all.
Now you work on cars as well. Tell us about that.
I have a shop at down where I live, and we do fabrication work and motor swaps, mechanical work, me and my son, and we've got a few other guys that work there with us.
So you do this day in and day out.
Yes.
What's your favorite classic?
That's hard to say. I got a lot.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's hard to say.
But you like coming here to the Rod Run, obviously it's local as well.
Yes, I like coming here.
Yeah.
This is my second time being in the Dirty Dozen. I think I was here 4 years ago with a '69 Camaro.
Okay, well, it's my first time seeing the Dirty Dozen. And did this happen last year at the Rod Run as well?
Mm-hmm.
In the spring one or the...
It's in the spring every year.
In the spring, okay. See,
Yep.
I started in May, which is why I was able to catch
Right.
the fall Rod Run.
I think this is the 9th year of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's why I was like, wow, I was excited because I hadn't seen the Dirty Dozen before, and the only other Rod Run that I had done last year was the fall one. I was not here during the spring one.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you.
The better it gets.
Thank you.
Honestly, absolutely love this. So introduce yourself and then tell us about your Plymouth.
I'm Geoff Milliken. I'm Milan Motorsports. This is a 1954 Plymouth Savoy two-door. Made a few modifications in it, but tried to stay off Chrysler products or Mopar. Final car to build. I bought it in 2017 as a project car.
As a project car.
And then started building from there.
So tell us, what did this look like during the project car?
It was, a car came out of New Mexico, so it wasn't really too bad. I have some pictures of it, but it was a light blue car, and it started on it and had a lot of stuff with it, so that's why I like the car. Plus, it's a little different. It's unusual. You don't see 54 Plymouth.
Yes.
And I wanted something a little different.
I mean, I love it. I absolutely love the chrome work. I love the sides. How long you're a builder yourself?
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't do the paint or the upholstery, but I did everything else. Yeah.
You did everything else. And how long did that take you?
Well, I bought it in 17, but then and I just this February just started showing it. So that period, but with the COVID and everything, it sat idle for probably a year and a half, 2 years. So
I love the color. I thought it was tangerine. You said it was
Beyond Bronze.
Beyond
That's
Bronze.
what the paint company calls it. Yeah.
Beyond Bronze.
Yeah. It really looks better in the sun.
It still
really
looks.
pops.
I mean, at least you've got the lights in here, right,
Yeah.
Geoff?
Yeah.
Why don't we come here under the hood?
Motor's a 392 third generation Hemi. Has a 6-speed transmission,
Wow.
and then the motor's been modified slightly, probably over about 500 horsepower.
Wow.
Has a heat and air defrost, cruise control, heated seats.
That motor is molded into that space.
Yeah.
It's been done so well.
Thank you.
It has just been molded. And I love what you've got here at the top.
Yeah, this is the same color. This is what they call a matte finish, and of course this is a high gloss.
Yep.
So it's basically the same color.
Wow, I love it. And the mat is carried here on the firewall as well as the inner fenders.
Yep. And the wheels are the same color.
I was looking at the wheels before,
Yeah.
so the wheels,
Hubcaps are off of 56 Plymouth.
wow. I love the color orange for hot rods.
Yeah.
This is not exactly orange, this is very different
Yeah. That's kind of why I picked the color that way.
because they stand out.
Yeah.
It draws people.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just beautiful. I'm loving the interior. So
Thank
let's
you.
go in there slowly and
Okay.
tell us what have you done and
Well, the dash is out of a 53 Chrysler Imperial.
wow.
And I've converted over to electronic. There's a 6-speed shifter right there. The seats are heated seats, power seats from a Dodge Challenger. Carpet, of course, it's all leather upholstery. LED lighting, etc. Custom done by Todd Kurtz Custom Upholstery.
It's great that you've colored the same color tone on the inside
Right. That was my goal, was try to keep it matched together.
because so many times we see the two tones and they look nice and some colors complement one another.
Right.
But then some colors you just need to have the same.
Same.
And you have done that
That's
well.
what I tried to do here. Has a USB for charging your cell phone.
Look at that undercarriage, everybody.
Yeah, that's custom built. It's a fun little car to drive, or will be.
And you're going to be driving this, sir?
Probably, yeah. This is probably the last indoor show I'll do with it, and then I'll start driving it around or whatever. I normally build them to drive.
I love to hear that because you know why? Everybody wants to hear that Hemi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't spend that much and then not have it get turned on when people are around.
And it's quite surprising when I started up. They don't realize if the hood's closed, and I made the car quiet on purpose. But then when I take off, they hear the Hemi kicking in.
Oh wow!
It's a fun
I
car.
would love to hear that. You all know that I love the sound of engines, and especially when a Hemi has been tuned up and.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. Why the Plymouth though?
Well, I wanted something a little different. Everybody builds, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody builds Chevrolets and all that. But I saw this
Yeah.
one, and it just felt right, so I bought it. I wanted something different, and then I wanted to do something with the Hemi instead of the LS motors and that sort of thing. So it was just something different to do.
You've done it well.
Thank you.
You have done it well.
Has Bluetooth radio in it. I use the music comes from my cell phone.
When you're gonna be doing a car like this and spending this many hours and money into it,
Yep.
I love the fact that it's gonna feel like a modern day car,
Yep.
yet look like a classic.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I tried to do. I wanted to keep the lines about the same.
Yep.
We've actually modified the top a little bit, lowered it down, and done some other body modifications. Kind of the look of the Plymouth. The taillights are Cadillac.
Because they were rounder.
Yeah, they were rounder. Yeah,
They were rounder.
Right.
Okay, good. I didn't have that wrong. I mean, before when I was looking at it, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe I see so many classics, and I'm not that educated.
We lowered the roof down.
You have lowered it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Plymouth 54s were a little bit more rounder.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense now.
Yeah, those are original Plymouth bumpers. I just modified them to fit better. There's a hideaway license plate. When you start the car, the license plate will come down.
Love that. Geoff, has this already been judged?
I think they were by here. I don't know if they finished or not. I don't know.
Okay.
I've been to 2 other shows and it's done pretty well, so I'm pretty proud of it. But I do this for the fun and giggles.
The reason I asked if it's already been judged or not is because I was hoping if I could get inside.
Oh, I'll have to undo yeah.
I would love to sit inside this amazing 54 Resto mod. Honestly, everybody, I'm just loving that color. My feet are clean, so.
Watch this and sit in it if you like.
Wow.
Tilt steering wheel.
Wow. Every now and then when I'm interviewing a car, I get the urge to want to sit inside.
Oh yeah, no problem. I do
Not
too.
every single interview, but every now and
I have
then.
been known to sit on the side in the garage by myself.
There you go. So you know
Make
how.
noises.
But everybody, I'm just taking this in, and then I want to give you guys a
It's a
close-up.
fun car to build, and I had help a lot. None of us build these cars by ourselves. So.
And I love the Chrysler dash.
Yeah, I had it converted over to all electronic.
Check this out, everybody. Now you get to see exactly what I'm looking at. How could you not enjoy this when you are driving it? And how could you not drive it? It's just, wow. I love it because it's such a clean look, and
That's
I
what
love
was
the
going
clean
for.
dashes.
Bring the color inside the car from outside.
But it's not custom. It's still a classic dash that you have in here.
Yeah.
Beautiful liner at the top. And we don't want any passengers in the back. There's no passengers in the back.
The plan was to put back seats in it, but however it got too crowded. I got some extra leather if I do something later on, but sometimes simpler is better.
Simpler is better,
Yeah.
you know this.
Less is more, as the saying goes.
And you could always use it for storage. So
Yeah.
we've got the window buttons right here, power windows.
And the button there is emergency brake, and then the USB for the cell phones.
So where is the handbrake? Is the foot brake?
Well, it's clutch and the foot brake's here, but
Yep.
you push that button, that's the emergency brake. It's electronic.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't think I've seen that one before. But yeah. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm even going to take a little picture on my phone. Loving this color, everybody. 54 Plymouth.
Thank you.
Geoff, you've done well.
Thank you. Thank you very
You've
much.
done well. Is this the only classic you've restored?
Oh no, I've been doing this a long time.
I bet you
I've
have.
got an 88 Chevrolet truck I'm building right now, and a 50. I'm building actually a 56 Chevrolet, and it'll be all custom as well for another customer, and I'm sure I'll build another one after this one. I'm sure.
I'm sure you will. But hey, let me get out of here, and then I would like to know about your shop, so people can know exactly where to find you if they want to get a hold of you to do something for them.
Sure. I'll hold the door. There you go. Got it?
That's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Geoff, tell us about your shop.
I have a shop, small shop in Lenore City. I call it Milan Motorsports. It's all 540. I build 1 or 2 cars at a time, just for fun and giggles. I enjoy building them. I'm a retired engineer, so this is what I do. Go home and go to my shop and work on hot rods.
And that's the best way for it.
That's right.
It's not about the money, you're just enjoying it, having fun.
Yes, I do.
Taking one project at a time.
I do, maybe 2, but more than that. I do have 2 granddaughters that are in this as well, so they want to drive the car as well.
And now Geoff tells me that he's got 2 granddaughters who are actually working on cars.
One of them is studying to be a welder, and the other one works for dealerships. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Please, I hope you're watching. This is just amazing. I love it, girls getting involved.
Thank you.
And getting and actually building cars and welding.
Yep.
Love
I'm enjoying it. And so are they, I hope.
Good for you, and thank you so much for this.
Thanks very much for the interview.
All the best.
Thank you.